Hello, my name is Kriostix, and welcome back to Unreal, where we're in the Demon Crater. We just got finished up the last time killing off the... I'm pretty sure his name was like Skari Warlord or something. I checked the wiki on him later on because I had a conversation about him with my bro. So that. Okay, so no idea how long this will take. Let's hope it's sensible. Okie dokie. Also, let's hope there's no more... Well, I mean, there's gonna be some labyrinths, probably sure. But let's hope there's gonna be as... Damn it. Okay, number one rule, always step off the elevators when you have the chance. Well, I mean, it's a good ride to go through, I'm sure. Hi. So, there's one issue in, Oh, fuck. Where are you? There you go. That's fine. I was trying to get to an automac, but I have 0 bullets to it. Like, oops. That's unfortunate for sure. Now I have a few. 20, sure. And again, did we say something about the game being dark? I feel like we've been here before. Yeah, so the upgraded plasma pistol. I realized before that I can indeed still make it blue with the secondary fire like this. The problem with this is that this actually, while this uses less ammo and is, you know, in that sense more useful as a light source, it has the issue that if I am close to where this blue alternate fire discharges, I get hit by the explosion into the wall, whereas the normal fire I don't. And that probably seems weird, because why would the weaker bullet hurt me? Well, it's because the weaker bullet, the alternate fire, is actually a hold and fire thing. So like hold button. There. So it's originally the stronger fire, but in the upgraded gun it becomes kind of the less strong. Yes. So therefore it's the charged up bullet even if I don't actually charge it up. So that's why it has a splash damage at the end. Also, yeah. Hi. That's a good use of a flare, I feel. Actually, since we're here, I've never checked. What does the amplifier do? Like, this is just like more damage, or I never bothered to find out. So I don't like the noises because I feel like there's gonna be Yep, those. There, dead. Haha. I have prevailed. Also, I have again messed up the UI again. Okay, so bullets. I hear the spider somewhere. A spider has been heard. Jump boots. I doubt it'll be that useful. The jump boots are a little weird, like they kept on expending themselves before, and then they didn't, and I'm a little confused by like, oh. Ah! Where? Why? Hi. How do you not die to that? Jesus. Ah. I hate those spiders, man. Those are bad news. Okay, let's just hope that downstairs is the way to go. Generator and loading room. Cool. Let's hope that that's the way to go, because, yeah. Wow, this is dark. I mean, I have a flashlight, so, you know, but... Like, on one hand, I do admit that having dark levels does emphasize light sources, and in a way, it brings out the lighting effects of the engine, right? Because you have the flares and the flashlights and your gun, and so on, and the some of the barrels do slight amounts of light and so on. Or indeed, that... Well, it's... Maybe that creates less light and more just, like, shows where it is, but still, that's the plan, I suppose. That sounds not good. Intruder alert. Secure all access points, all personnel on full alert. Protect the mother. Failure results in death. Oh, goody. This seems fine. Generator control panel, generation operational, power output nominal. We have power! We have lights! We have found the light switch in the game. We're like 85% through and we found the light switch. Hi. Yeah, I figured there might be someone. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why do you go away? Come on. You have a friend too, that's nice. Come on. So I think I do some damage even through the shield, but like not even close to all. But because I just assume so because they seem to bleed when I hit the shield, so. I'm worried about the gun noise I heard. Like, I think one of them equipped like an 8-ball gun or something. Or a gun of some sort. I'm not sure. This is not going my way. Rough start for sure. Come on. Also, I call shenanigans on that hit detection, but there you go. Okay, so what are we looking for? Ah, not spiders. Jesus. Okay, first we kill the spider, because, okay, fine, maybe never mind. Okay, cool. Come on. That's fine. Cool. So, I'm low on a lot of ammo types. I should probably be... Like, the bio rifle is good in damage if you can get it to land, you know? Also, that spider can move metal boxes. That's messed up. That's officially messed up. Hi. Eat bio rifle bullets. Like, it has its uses, but it's really hard to hit anything with this. Maybe it's time for the razor gun. I do hope that the enemies are not endless. Because at first they weren't in the game, and then there was a couple of spots where they were. or at least seemingly so. In the I forget the name, but in the level where there's a lot of Kree and that one relatively small indoor area with the Titan fight and so on. That place had a couple of spots where at least seemingly there were infinite. Oh. Listen, spiders, this is. You're not invited, okay? There, good? Happy? Nice. Or I think they're actually not spiders. They're, I mean, obviously not spiders. We're on an alien planet, but it's their like tiny baby Skari. So they're like the baby versions of the you know the two-legged, two-handed enemies we've been fighting. That armor would be super cool, but I already used my jump boots, so can't be helped. Okay, what's right. Come on, come on. There you go. That sure looked like a very armored Skari warrior, so as long as I didn't take extreme amounts of damage, I'm happy-ish. Okay, cool. Oh, I vaguely actually remember this triangle-shaped elevator, yeah. As an aesthetic choice. Which again seems super unsafe because there's no railing on the side, so it's just like... Hi. 1.21 gigawatts? Yes. Ooh, rifle ammo, flak ammo, Teridium sludge, rockets, ASMD, and Teridium shards. Not a bad overall set of ammo at all. Okay, portal gate. Link established, enter transport field. Okay. Sure. I'm sure this will be fine. Okay, that's one. This looks almost like a bot match multiplayer map, which it actually might be. There actually is a bot match mode. Well, I mean, it's probably not surprising, but there is a bot match mode in Unreal. I used to play that as a kid, enough to be fun. Like I learned to use then at least the rifle and the bio rifle pretty well against these sorts of enemies, but it's been so long, you know how it goes. It's again, the automag isn't the most powerful gun in the world, but there's no delay in hitting these, so then you hit the target, so that's actually really, really good. Okay, what am I doing here though? Like, what's my plan? What's the purpose of if I remember my graphics right, that's just a force field. So that's, yeah. Let's see. So I came from there probably. So what's on the other side here? Oh, there we go. Mothership basement. Cool. Like, again, I don't know how long this will take. I just hope it'll be not labyrinthian. I heard growling. That usually means enemies. Ooh, he had one of those. There you go. Should use the razor jack. Oh, I'm finding it hard to place which direction the growl came from. Hi. Hello? Come on. Is that dangerous? Yes. Player was killed. It seems so. Do I need to turn them off or? Okay, let's Oh, it's an optional thing. Man, this is confusing. Confusing. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Hi. Hello. Feel free to eat some razors. I have some for you. There you go. Nice headshot. Cool. Right. So... can we do this again? Just asking for a friend. Oh, you're coming down. Cool. Good. I didn't know. I assumed it might be like a teleporter or something. Come on. No hurry. There we are. There we are. Mothership Lab. We're making progress. I thought I saw movement there. There you go. Energy supply for the source is secured. Alternate power supply operational. Maintaining energy flow to the source is highest priority. Weakness shall be punished. Cool. Imagine like energy companies in the real world having like that. It is important to have energy on. Weakness will be punished. Oh, cool. Okay, what am I looking at here? Ah! Ah! Come on. Easy, easy, easy. Cool. Right. Security personnel report to deployment zones around the detention block until APS back online. All detainees must be contained. Alright. Hello? Hi. There you go. See, that's the good thing with it. You can sort of shoot blindly, and you'll eventually pop, at least ricochet hit something. Intruder detected. Protect the source at any cost. Intruder must be halted before penetrating the source's defensive perimeter. Okie dokie. Also, that is a helpful still image of what's... I actually have trouble differentiating between Skari Scout and Skari Warrior, because I'm still not sure, like, that looks like a warrior, but who the hell knows? Because they are, for me, the biggest difference is like size and health bar and so on, so. And there might be more than those types anyway, because they have some differences in the armor color as well. Like some are green like flesh and others are metal, but I feel not all flesh colored are the easier type, so I don't know. I'm not sure. That looks like a button, and it is one. Also, I hear enemy sounds somewhere. Hi! Hi! Ew. Come on. Hi. Well, hello? Oh, he has an automag. Well, I have this. Very dark. Oh, okay. Is that a cell or a... I mean, they did say detainees. He is back. I am. Hello, Boom. Welcome. And made some progress. Yes, I did. The last stream, I went all the way to... I killed the Skari warlord. And I almost lost my mind again in the castle. Because I was like, the layout was demoralizing me. Not as such maybe the labyrinthian part, but it's so dark you can't see squat, so like and yeah. See, good example. A different colored Skari, what warrior-ish thing to these. These look like there's a metal kind of a dude and there's a more flesh-colored dude, and then that third one was even more yeah, cool. Buttons. Warlord's done. Yes, the dude in the hell looking level. Yes. Oh right, I haven't seen these in a long time. These were back in the I forget the name, but the place where there was a lot of pipes, and I think I found the bio rifle in there, maybe? I'm not sure. Hi. Hi. There you go. They're called mercenaries, right? Sounds sensible. Jeez. Game. No spider. Spider bad. Spider no. I have enough of the seeds to heal myself from a rough spot, so I'll keep going. I don't need to reload that. It's... Yeah, I hate the baby scars. They are... Well, I mean, you know, they're nasty. Oh, hi. There's a... All the way here, a people person. Dark, 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 dark. Oh, hi. That's not fun. No. Hi. Wait. What a weird... So, can I just shoot... Huh. That was odd, because the sludge wouldn't go through the threshold, but it doobly-doo. For science, though. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. But that actually goes away when you shoot at it. Okay. Huh. But those blobs, I fought them once. I don't like them. No. Look at that dynamic lighting. I mean, for its time, this game is absolutely beautiful. No arguments here. Also, hello T12. We have made progress. We are thank you. We are getting closer to the finish, I hope. Well, I mean, I know we're getting closer, but I hope we're gonna get it done today. Okay, which direction did you go? Access denied, power reserves at 100%. Okay. You could for sure end it today. Yeah, I have a feeling I could, yeah. I don't remember at all how labyrinthian and difficult these levels are toward the end, but it seems like we're close-ish. And I know the level number, so I just don't know how long the levels are. So, or I don't remember. Yeah. Ooh, good old Kevlar. Okay. Okay, that's a button. And the button does something, I'm sure. I'm sure it does something. Let's go check on the door that was closed. Still 100, okay. Alright. But yeah, I feel like I made the exact right call in when I had streamed when I killed the warlord. I had streamed then for like 3.5 hours or something, I think, which I've done much longer streams but like I had a lot of frustrations with a number of labyrinthian levels, and it's better to like sort of reset the brain and like go at it in a new, fresh day to really like enjoy the good stuff, because there's so much good stuff to enjoy. It's just that the labyrinthian stuff is very frustrating. Okay. What other stuff would a button help with in the... So like, be playing Half-Life 1 for the first time and I have... Oh yeah. Indeed, I never finished Half-Life 1, but me and my big brother got stuck in some boss or another, because we didn't know what to do when the game was new, in like the late 90s. And since then, the level layout has not held up in being accessible to modern sensibilities since then. So that game is really hard to go through. Hi. Oh boy. That was sudden. I just imagined it would be a wall. It was not a wall. Or a force field or something. Hi. Oof. Try again. Could be biased, but I believe that Half-Life 1 level design is even worse than Unreal 1. I would agree. At least... Give us a second. I agree in the sense that, like, I haven't played all of the game, but I've seen almost all of it, I think. I've watched a few streams relatively recently. And I do feel that they are at least as confusing to navigate, and Half-Life 1 has more first-person platforming, which is a problem. Because that's never a good idea, really. So, in that sense, I feel that the level design is worse than in Unreal. both games are in the end linear. It's just like sometimes it's confusing. Like, what do I do to continue, really? Like, the biggest levels in Unreal are probably a Bluff, Ever-Smoking, Sunspire. That's... Push some buttons. It's one of those cases where if you know, and it's a classic one, to do... It's... classic FPS games are kind of tricksy to have a conversation on in the sense of like how accessible they are, because it's so sort of the foundation is you either played it as a kid and have an understanding of what to do and where to go, which makes it feel more easy than it is, or simple. And that's kind of the same thing with Unreal. So yeah, I feel like they're probably equally tricksy to go through, in that find the button to open the door and you don't know where the button is and doobly. But the Half-Life 1 has more platforming. That's basically my feel on the matter, on my memories at this point. I might actually, I don't know if I want to finish Half-Life 1, because I know that towards the end it gets very, how do I defeat this enemy, and it's just, especially the final parts are not very enjoyable in modern sensibilities. It's a classic game of its own time, mind you. And so is this, but yeah. Okay, I'm guessing that's an elevator, so... Good God, this game is dark. Other side of the coin, whenever I try to play newer FPS games, I get really bored because of how simple they are in almost every term. I can see that they are different in that sense, yes. Have you played Titanfall 2? Because that's one of those, in my opinion, where it's simple to know where to go, but the gameplay of going there is actually pretty exciting, oftentimes. There's like these, wall running, parkouring, and moving levels and so on. It's very fascinating. Energy department... Man, I hope I find some health items. I mean, I have the seeds, and I know. Ooh. Speaking of... feels good, feels better. A lot of people talk about it. I have tried it, still not hitting the right buttons, even though... I streamed it at some point in 2020. I forget when it was, but yeah, I liked it. But I had also... there's one really weird difficulty spike in one boss. But beyond that, I thought it was fun, for sure. But at the same time, I am not a huge I'm not a huge FPS player, to be honest. Like, I enjoy them, but I'm not super good at them, and I often find more story-focused games a touch more interesting. But it kind of, it depends. Okay, cool. Report 187, Shark Taji second lesser eye of S Taji reporting. Despite the failure in our previous tests on the shielding effect, the test subject cells are showing some residual effects. Very interesting. Right. Button. Okay. Why would you do that? Why? Why would you create a lava scary dude person? That's not okay. Too much of a hey, there's nothing wrong with nostalgia. I mean, that's why I'm here, The music, yeah, absolutely. This also reminds me a lot of Deus Ex. The music. Report 189. After cross-analysis of the test result of all subjects, is probably the cause of these failures. Okay, I was wondering if I'd read that already or no, and I'm still not sure. I think no, but... Okay, if the experiment is successful, we'll look into moving the research center to Site B, Isla Sorna in Jurassic Park, where we'll be shielded from the magnetic field of the core generator. If we're successful, we'll reach the green level or even blue. Okay. I've been watching a lot of Jurassic Park lore videos on my own, because YouTube recommendations just like threw me into a rabbit hole with them, and they're actually kind of interesting. So I was like, Site B reminds me of Isla Sorna immediately. Report 19. Calm down. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Shark Taji second lesser eye of S Taji observing. We are ready for the next experiment. We expect an 18% drop in power reserves from 100% levels. The test subject is in place, and the Theridium is prepared for charging. Interesting. Oh boy. What if we just bio-rifle you? I feel clever. Maybe without merit, but I feel that went pretty well. Green poop for the win. Yeah, when you can get it to hit, it's really good. Like, it's really hard to hit, but when you know... And I don't know really how well to use it, but I got lucky there, so it went well. It has good damage when you get it to hit, for sure. Yeah, it's very strong. Exactly. It's hard to aim really strong. Or hard to aim for me because I'm bad at video games, but yeah. Okay. So did that then drop the energy levels so that I could enter the door we were talking about earlier, or? Interesting. This is new. Shield reserve at 80%, shielding effect at 5.64% EEG, EKG reading showing massive disturbances, physiological state is active, and endorphin adrenal systems are producing hormonal overloads. Right. Okay. Yeah, maybe let's go find the door with the where the game said that testing on their own kind. I mean, the Skari seem like they're willing to do literally anything. And yeah, I mean, sure. Humans have done that as well, so, you know, glass houses. For sure. Probably still are somewhere. This looks like it, yeah. Yay! Let's go into the weird green platforms and do a thing. It's fine, I'm sure. Hello? Also, I do not trust that corpse. Haha! Listen, you. The game has taught you well. Do not trust corpses. Yes, that is a good lesson in life altogether. This just looks similar, but it's not the same as before, right? Because we're in the lower level, yes? I mean, yeah. I mean, you could get a disease from a corpse in real life, so, you know. Hold on. No, we have been here, right? Okay. So and this is this one. So I feel like I made progress and I then didn't quite. Okay. That's the game's level design in a nutshell. Made progress, but not sure where. Okay. Right. So that's well. Hi. Access denied. Okay. That's nice. Okay, so we got down here, so what's the purpose of being down here? Let's just try to think like a 90s video game designer. So like Windows 95, which just came out, and it's awesome, and everyone's playing Minesweeper, and yeah. Hold on. Sure. See, it helped immediately. Just think of Minesweeper and the game just opens up to you. Imagine coming from Minesweeper to this, yeah. That's fair. Okay, the next thing. Okay, we press the button. That button is this one. Right. Energy supply for the source is secured. Alternate power supply operational. Maintaining energy flow to the source is highest priority. Weakness shall. Oh, yeah. It's this. That's the. Yeah. That's familiar. That's also familiar. I don't. That's just cool. Just so we know, it's fine. That doesn't open. That's new translate. Primary power supply is operating at peak efficiency. Auxiliary power supply operational at 80. Activating the alternate power supply for the security force field is imperative. Yeah, okay. Weakness shall be punished. Yeah, this is this part. Okay, okay, what did the button do? One would expect I would have collected the flak shells, so that's a little... No, I just came from this direction, right, okay. So the other door is maybe open now? Because I don't see the, yeah. Mothership core. Jeez. I'm... Well, it worked. I'll take the shield belt first and then we'll go up. Okay. Hi. No. Getting into meat and potatoes, I'm sure. Hello. Do I have rifle ammo? I do. Because that's a lot of distance to try with anything else. No? Listen, you! Mm. Alright. Just for the sake of... the intruder must be eliminated. All war masters are being routed to this area upon arrival from the source. Okay. Ah. That was too close. See, that is a headshot, is what that is. Hi! That's dangerous. Mm. I'm drinking Pepsi Max. That's oftentimes what I'm having. Yeah, just it's some caffeine helps me stay a little like a bit more. Well, I mean, it helps me stay a bit more alert. I need to drink something to keep the throat not dry, and I'm used to it. So I sometimes do drink alcohol as well, but not often. I usually don't drink on stream, but it's I'm known to have a couple of exceptions to that too. And when I do drink alcohol, we have do I have any cans in the nearby? Here we go. I have one of these. It's empty, but an example. This thing called Original, right? The point being, it's a 5.5% proof long drink, where the point is it's like there's gin and like carbonated grapefruit soda, right? And make that into a fresh, cold, you know, grapefruit soda-esque gin drink. That's 5.5% proof. And it's actually surprisingly good. And it's a very Finnish drink. I think it's invented, well, I mean, this type was invented here because it was invented for the 1952 Helsinki Olympics. It's pretty good. And the pun in the word original is intended. Yes, because it's a gin long drink, so original. Yes. They were very smart in the 50s. Ah. Eat that. Oh. Just to be sure, like I have known some enemies to feign death even in combat. It's not common, but it happens. Very original, yes. Original. If I ever expected anything to be a button or an interface, that would have been it, but apparently no. Okay. This is a lot of vague corners where there's enemies. I don't like it. Oh, hi. Maybe, yeah, it's... Can he reach me just by running at me, I wonder? Yep. Question answered! There you go. Should probably consider using a minigun if my ammo types are full. Oh, that's true. Oh, that's bad. Considering how bad that could have gone, that's fine. Listen, you. No. Tricksy boys, for sure. Oh wait, we're here again. Okay, so... Hi. Wow. Where did you come from? I don't like it where they just sort of secondary mode to every gun. It is true, yes. I tend to use the main fire for the flak cannon, but I do know that there's the sort of grenade launchery thing. This thing. Sorry. Like, but I usually use it only when I, whoops, when I need to shoot like behind a corner or something to get some splash damage in. Okay. But I know, yes. But yeah. But it's super cool though. Like it is not like it's I don't think that was a very much a usual thing in games up until this one. It's very cool. Right. I'm not very good at shooting the flak grenade, so I often end up also just wasting the ammo if I use it. So that's the reason why I keep staying in the main fire of the flak cannon as well. Okay, I do kind of want those bullets. Do I have room for... Yes. There we are. Okay, but the alternate fires I often use the most during the, or I've used the most during this playthrough is probably the alt fire of the automag before the minigun, because it's a faster way to just use it if you're up close. And that's probably all, most of them really. Oops. I never even used the alt fire of the razor gun yet. I forgot what it was. Okay, let's see. That sounds painful. Okay, cool. Not painful. But not penetrable either, at least not yet. I do hope the enemies aren't endless. They seem to be spawning like a lot from places. Because if they are endless, I'm in trouble. Because as I indeed mentioned before, there was one level where it at least seemed the Kree were endless, which was very demoralizing to me. Because they spawned from these sort of couple of spots in these big yeah, I have ammo, but I don't have enough health is the problem. Meaning that, you know, basically any enemy is capable of doing decent amounts of damage to me, and they'll eventually wear me out if they keep coming. There's, you know, there's health packs in the world, but not endlessly so. So I'm always worried. Plus, I'm also always worried about infinite enemies, because I always dislike if in any place there's infinite enemies in a game where they're not the norm, because I like the feeling of having an agency to the game world, right? So if you remember the ISV deck 4 level, right, where there's the translator message of there were a crew of 40 Skari warriors or attackers or something that attacked, and they killed 20, but 20 remain and they can't kill them. And then you get swarmed by 2 at a time, 20 of them in that area, and eventually, you know, when you kill 20, then they're done. So you feel like you are always making progress toward the amount of enemies in the level, right? So that's why I always enjoy it, or I like it more when enemies are not infinite, but so you are always making progress towards the number of enemies that are in the level. So, you know, you start, it's you against like 60, and then it's you against 45, and so on. Yeah, world building too. Yeah, like it just makes it feel more believable. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to. Excuse to spawn out of the same enemy. Yeah, like that level was very interesting. I always felt that like maybe the game was like intended to have you like sort of do like push the buttons and escape them, but I always stood and fight and fought them instead, because I just like, I wanna kill them. Okay, now I'm running in circles again. Let's take a. Okay, so what have I accomplished so far? Remind me of Alien, the movie, actually, because it's setting. Yeah, the layout and all looks. Yeah, I can see where you'd feel that. Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't be surprised if, you know, I mean, I'm sure the devs had seen the movie and drew like some inspiration into something. Why not, right? Okay, so. Cool, razor blades, good. I'm probably missing like a hallway somewhere. A lot of that influence in the game for sure, yeah. I would have to imagine. Speaking of like video games and movie influence, I found it super interesting how give me a second. Ouch. I found it interesting how the Dead Space shares a staggering amount of like visual spaceship and so on, like design aesthetics from the movie Event Horizon. It's really something. Like, it really looks very similar. And I was fascinated by how similar it looks. It's actually a pretty fun sci-fi horror movie. It can be cheesy, you know, Sam Neill going around screaming about hell and so on. And Event Horizon was inspired by a lot by Doom. Fair point. Which is great, yes. I didn't trust the corpse, I just wanted to be sure. Okay, but yeah, I was missing a hallway and this is the one, so... Those Stinger troopers are actually surprisingly difficult to... because they do more damage than you'd expect. Okay, don't have jump boots, but I hope I'll get to there at some point. But yeah, this was the hallway I was missing. I just didn't see it yet, so there, now we have made progress. Some health. Okay. But yeah, Dead Space was a great yeah, I love it a lot. Like, I have wondered if I should... I've been debating streaming that as well. I maybe will at some point. Like, the only downside being I have played it, you know... I have played and finished it a couple of times in the past, and I no longer have, like, achievements and so on to get, I think, in that. Like, or at least the ones I'm good enough to get, so it's... But then again, it's a really good game, and I haven't played it. It's been up there in my mind for sure. Yeah, like it's not old enough to be super retro, but it is still one of the like one game I recently well, before summer I streamed Condemned: Criminal Origins. Well, it's just Condemned on the Xbox 360, but still, same game. That's for... Surprisingly enough, it ended up being one of my favorite horror games, that one. It's surprisingly good. Like, it's so visceral, it holds up its atmosphere and gritty, demanding but not too hard action focus all the way through. And it creates this really interesting horror action mechanic where it's crazy scary, but you also constantly have to focus on the combat to survive the game. So sort of you sort of harden and focus your mind through the horror. It's very cool in that sense. Like, I feel it's... I have a theory that games like Condemned help you potentially deal with nightmares better when you sleep. Because then you create an instinct of attacking the horrors you see, because that's the thing you do. The second one was odd. I played the second one a long time ago. I'm not sure I even have it anymore, but yeah, if I remember right, I thought like the second one was pretty good for the first third. Then it just kept on going weirder and weirder, and it just became this... It went a little too sci-fi and weird in the like, I can now shout like a Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, like yeah, it goes crazy. Yeah, like the shouty thing was not invented for the second game. Because the shout thing was hinted in the lore of the first game, because there was this X-ray and that was redacted and throat stuff and so on. And in the like tech demo of the game, they had like the blue shouts already of the first one, but it was cut from the first game at some point, which ended up being really good because the game really doesn't need the weird shout mechanic. Like, it's what? Like, it's so like, huh? Yeah, it was a weird game for sure. Ending especially. Like, if I remember right, I feel like I kind of enjoyed the scariness of the game up until barely, or basically the bear section in that one weird cabin, and basically after that the game gets really just strange. I'm like, eh. Excuse for the shouting mechanic. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame for sure. And I've always wondered, like, isn't the game studio who did those games, aren't they still a thing? Like, they're still around, right? In some sort of way. I'm just wondering, like, I feel like there would be demand for a Fear... Yeah, Monolith, yeah. I feel like there would be demand for Fear 4 and Condemned 3. Because they were both extremely good horror games. Not, well, except for Fear 3 and Condemned 2, but you know what I mean. So there would be a demand for those, and there's not really games like that. Like, good action horror games are really few and far between, like, that are actually scary. Like, there's Resident Evil 2 Remake, Dead Space 1 and 2, and in the big market, that's kind of mostly it. They work on Batman and Conan. I feel like they're like, especially Fear, I feel just sort of got left in the dust after a weird co-op focused game. So, when I played and finished Fear 3, like, I don't know if you've played the Fear games, but Fear 1 is also one of my favorite horror games of all time. It fit a good spot in my time, and I enjoyed playing it a lot, and the sort of Japanese little girl ghost horror thing really is scary to my instinct, and that was very fitting to sort of what I found scary. And the combat was fun and cool at the same time, so it fit this sweet spot of having really good, really fun combat with slow motion and cool, whereas it was still super scary to me, so I enjoyed it a lot. Fear 2 I thought was good. The mech parts were a little, but still, I liked it. And the standalone expansions for Fear are actually surprisingly underrated in my opinion. The Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate. But Fear 3 was odd. I think I hate Fear 3 much less than most people do, but it was still like why did you do this? You know, like the strange co-op focus in the horror shooter, and it was a little too trying to feel like a Call of Duty game almost in the control. It felt a little odd, but even with that, I thought Fear 3 was a perfectly serviceable, like a scary shooter. Like, it had decent scary parts, but it just wasn't a very interesting Fear game because it didn't really do much with its thing, you know. But I thought it was okay as a game, just not a great Fear game, basically. Sounds bad. It was a weird one. The problem being that it had a strange co-op selling point of one player plays as the dude from Fear, and the second player plays as Paxton Fettel, the bad man from Fear, as a co-op game, and it's just like, what are we doing here, you know? It still was a single-player story and so on, so you could just play it just fine, but it had like this weird design focus to be the co-op game instead, and I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, why? Why? I'm sure it'll be fine. There was a short time in video games where studios forced the co-op treatment on their games. There's been a couple of odd times in co-op ideas, yeah. Like, even more confusing to me was the time when for like 1 year there was like there was a lot of these asymmetrical multiplayer games that all failed then. I'm under the understanding that later on a few of them have like, you know, flourished, but you know, when like Evolve came out, and that time, like, there was Evolve, and then there was the Fable Legend, Fable something game that was a 4v1 PvP game, and I'm like, why? I never played Giant Citizen Kabuto, but I can picture the cover art. I remember seeing it as a thing, yeah. I never played it though. I never got a. I just never had it back then, and then sort of life moved on. But it's asymmetrical multiplayer is really not my thing because, as I mentioned before, multiplayer is not my thing anyway. Apart from co-op, and even then, I prefer people I know if I can help it. You know. Treat yourself when you need retro games for Steam or so. It's surprisingly good. I'll keep that in mind. If I'm sure it's not super expensive these days and so on. Yeah. €3, yeah, I'd imagine. Is it only multiplayer though, or is there like a single player component to it or something? Because, you know. Warning, armed intruder Listen, I was reading. That's rude. Rude. Ew. Warning, armed intruder detected. Close all access to the source and the primary power supply. Preventing intruders from accessing the core generator is critical. No, there's a single player. Okay, cool. I could try that for sure. Wise Man tattoos. I can't believe you're actually playing Unreal. Whenever I see activity for Unreal, it's some douche mapping on Unreal Engine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wise Man Matters, welcome and hello and all that good stuff. Yes, so the story here is just I played Unreal a lot as a tiny kiddo in 1998 or 9, and since then I hadn't played it for like 20 years. I finished the game back then like at least half a dozen times. I remember enjoying it a lot, and now I sometimes stream new games, I sometimes stream retro old games I enjoyed as a kid to sort of revisit the fun, and so here we are. And I have forgotten all of the details, so the levels with their labyrinthian approach have confused the hell out of me all the way through, but we've had a fun time though. Intruder detected, cool. Only played this recently, finished it a few times last year. Cool! That's impressive, because this is not an easy game to finish these days, because the levels are confusing, for sure. Because there's you know, there's a lot of the go find the secret button to open the door, which then will open a door, and then there's another secret button, but you don't know where the buttons are, and doobly. But, yeah. As a kid, this was easier, because the games were like this back then, so it's a little... Okay, so... It said something like access door open or whatever. Core access door open, right. Which is... where would that be? I don't remember seeing a core access door as a, but I could just be mistaken. That's just the same thing but a different direction, yeah? Okay. Hi. Ah! Okay. Access to the security post granted. Yeah. Good. Great. Okay, I found jump boots. Hi. That's nice. You can play the rocket launcher game, it's fine. Hi. Okay, that was an unfortunate... The one mechanic I still struggle with is when I try to, like, ease my way forward by pressing the W twice, it does this. Like, it jumps a huge leap forward. I've never gotten used to it. Okay, let's try this instead then. Hi. There we are. There you are. Okay. I hear growling. Growling bad. Hi. Come on. Here we go. Scotty generator. Awesome. Progress. Okay. That totally doesn't look like a fight arena. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure that when we enter that room, there's gonna be no enemies. There's gonna be one friendly person who'll just say hello to us and tell us, "Hey, hi, how's your Tuesday?" And then they give us like some candy, and then we go our merry way. I think that's a pretty solid guess. Yes. Right. Searchlight, huh? I forgot there was a searchlight, but the name rings a bell, yeah. Huh. Okay. He just left. Right. Hi. Don't mind me, I'll just... Yeah? He saw that you were rocking the Razor Jack and ran. Yeah, maybe. Again, very Deus Ex combat music. I think parts of the same music are in Deus Ex for sure. I feel like his head was still behind the pillar, but sure. Headshot is headshot. Same yeah. The same composer, absolutely. But the song is so similar in some points. It's amazing. But yes. Okay, so. Listen, you. Did someone tell you could do that? That's just rude. Moving headshot. Cool. Right. Hi? Whoa! Right. Fair. I feel like the rifle is a little... it probably is helping me more than I give it credit for, but it does make me feel good when I do a moving headshot, for sure. Okay. So... What? Why do I hear explosions? Ah, hi! Don't mind me, I'm just saying hello to some of your friends, it's fine. I did not remember that you're gonna come back. That's unfortunate. Come on. Listen, you. Ow. You need to calm down with the rockets, man. That's bad for your blood pressure. There we are. Oh, he had like a death animation and everything with the tiny attempt to get up. Yay! The madman did it. Yay! I am the mad. Cool. I think I saw some super health packs in here somewhere. I should probably get a hold of one of those. There. Okay. So the next thing that went better than I expected, though. That it looked a little dicey at the start there for sure. Okay. I do almost feel like trying to jump into the green energy, but maybe let's see about opening the doors first. Okay, but that doesn't work either. Yeah. So I probably came from here. Yeah, okay. So it didn't work. I mean, you gotta try. It's a 90s FPS game. You know, in Serious Sam, you basically run into one of those things, and it's a good thing. So. I mean, you never know if it's actually a really helpful teleporter, man. It's just, you know. Okay. Oh. I see. Well, I mean, I just went a little too high. Map title Illumination. Okay. That was unexpected. Great. Good. I did not remember that would happen. I'm sure it's not like radiated at all. We're fine. That's good lighting, yeah, for sure. Again, 1998. That is, like, even just the fact that the gun does this sort of light in 1998 was good, and then you add those, and it's like a god rays of cool. Okie dokie. Where was the door again? Give us a second. I mean, I assume I need to go to the doors now. Or something. Hi? Map title The Darkening. Oh, goody. Listen, you. Now it's very dark. It is, although this floor makes it still more light than many other levels in the game. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Right. Wait, does it... Yeah. No. Wow. I feel like your camouflage is not as good as you think it is, because I can see you literally as the only thing in the darkness, but that's cool though. I did not like I don't I did not remember many of the enemy types. I did not remember the warlord, or that one, or the lava looking one. I did not remember the big flying football with hands. I remembered the smaller ones vaguely, but not the big one at the top of the Nali castle and so on. So it's honestly, I'm kind of rediscovering the game here because I've forgotten so much of the details. The enemies get too beefy for me at this point. That's fair. I'm playing on medium if it makes a difference, because I'm again not super good at FPS games. So medium is about good for me, because it's really challenging for me without like being impossible. At least I'm finding that to be the case so far. Okay, it gets oh, I believe you, yeah. I probably tried Unreal difficulty or Unreal difficulty on as a kid. Don't remember it though. The only shooter game I've ever been good at is Max Payne, and maybe Gears of War. Because in Max Payne I managed to clear the entire first game in all of the difficulties, including New York Minute, which is crazy. And then there's this fun bonus level at the end, which is also really difficult, but it's also super cool. But like, yeah, when it comes to like PvP, the only game I've been good at in shooting games in PvP for some reason is Gears of War. I have no idea why. New York Minute is a really cool name for a difficulty. Yeah, it's New York Minute in Max Payne 1 is basically it's the hardest. It's I think damage-wise it's the same difficulty as the hardest one, simply as a difficulty thing. But then on top of it, it adds a time limit to the whole thing, where you gain some seconds from killing enemies, and the timer pauses for the cutscenes, and then there's like, let's say 5 or something, save times you have for a level. Normal with the timer, okay. And then you get more time from killing enemies, and then you have, I believe, limited amount of saves as well, which makes it really tricksy. But it's also, it forces you to learn, you know, sensible strategies to the spots in the game. It was actually surprisingly fun. It's really hard, but it was fun too. At least back then. Ugh. I hope I find my way out of here, though. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. 7 is high. So I got them mixed up. Yeah, 7 saves on the highest difficulty is the limit, and the New York minute is just the time limit. Right. That's, I got them sort of mixed up in the same thing. They won't quit with the automatically adjusting difficulty. You're having a good time in Max Payne, then some dude one-shots you with no reaction time. That does happen towards the end, yes. In some spots, there is that possibility, yeah. But again, I remember enjoying it, but I did do I think it was a YouTube Let's Play I did, and not a stream. But I did that like a couple of years ago. It was like my skills had faded. It was difficult again, but it was still fun. I played on the easiest one on the YouTube thing. So it was, for sure, my skills had left me over the years, but yeah, difficulty adjustment is a messy thing in video games. So there's That can be tricksy, yes. But yeah. Like it's... if I remember right, like on the hardest difficulty, it can easily be that like the enemy can have a Desert Eagle, which is one of the like maybe apart from a sniper rifle, the most powerful like a bullet or per bullet gun, and then just an unlucky hit and you can get like almost killed in one shot. But it's usually probably not that bad, but yeah, that's still it's an old school difficult game for sure still, or like a mid school. I think it came out in like the year 2000 or something, or ish. Or 02 or something. I'm sort of worried about jumping down because I'm worried I'll get lost, but okay. Oh right, the items on the floors are the item caches that were just behind the energy shields before. I see. Hi. Cool. But yeah. But in any case, the Steam version of Max Payne required a bit of tinkering to get the audio working, but it was still super fun though. Like, can recommend for sure. No. I hate the force field mechanic they have. Where did you go? Come on. Been a while, yeah. I had also, it had been many years. Like, I had forgotten the exact layout of the nightmare levels, for example. Which was actually interesting, because when I played Max Payne, I learned the nightmare levels pretty quickly. The run along with the blood sort of line in the darkness, and then you fall off if you step off. I learned later that many like YouTube channels and so on feel like it's like one of the top more frustrating things in video games to go through those bits. And I was like, oh, I thought just you know, you just go through them pretty quickly. I had forgotten where to go now, but back then it was like I was like that's interesting, and then you just go through them. There's an all-in patch for MP in the guide section, right? A green one that died so quickly I don't trust the corpse. Don't know how good. Yeah, I if I remember right, I think I fixed the audio with I ran some sort of a fan-made thing into it, and then it worked. Just die, come on. Pretty, please. No, hunting the babies with a rocket launcher is not overkill. I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. Okay. I did not remember this level for sure. I mean, or it's the same level, but just in the darkness, you know? The problem being, I'm not sure where I'm trying to go. That's kind of an issue, for sure. Like, I'm recognizing the places now, but I never fully thought that, what was the place I wanted to reach in here, so it's a little interesting. Also, that wiring is scary. Babies are worse than adults, Scary. They are worse than most of them, yes. I agree. Oh, he... Okay. But yeah, like... Oh, wow. Jesus. I didn't know they could just like... Oh, that's right! They do sit in the ceilings, huh? I had never seen that in this playthrough yet, but that's ringing a bell now. Fuck, damn. 90 shooters with their tiny enemies everyone hates, yeah? Like, even though I never finished Half-Life 1, even I have experienced head crabs, yes. I hope this is the way to go. Hi. Oof. This is Quake 2. Uh-huh. Yeah, no hurry. This is weird. Like, I can't hit him either, so... There. Happy? Happy. Good. I'm glad. Invisible platform. Yes, it seems so. That's nice. So I assume I have to wait for the platform to come down and then get on it again. Watching this in that rich 160p. There we go. I hear a small one. Hi. Oh, cool. That's nice. Uh-huh. Come on. There you go. Come on. Oof. Right. Ah. Boo. I thought there you go. I thought I saw one of those. I'll take the ammo for sure. The super health I might save for a little later, but no, I won't. I'm not gonna get back here anyway unless I get lost, so. Like, on one hand, it's super interesting to have this sort of a level challenge thrown at me, but also I'm like, where the hell do I go? Like, not only is it difficult to navigate, but I don't have an idea of, like, what's the place I'm trying to reach. Which, you know, is not a unique problem in this game, but, This is where I fought the mercenaries, I think. I was already there. That's not helpful, but thank you. I feel like I was already everywhere, so it's not... So yeah. Navigate the level correctly and it will eventually end. Yes, that should be in a strategy guide. And I actually feel like every walkthrough of this game is basically that. Because I have suffered through the walkthroughs of this game, and they're basically written just like Wise Man there said. Like they're just like many of the walkthroughs are these like 9 billion word paragraphs that detail stuff like pick up rifle ammo, pick up bio rifle ammo, pick up a flashlight, pick up this ammo, pick up automag ammo, pick up this, and then it just like says something like then go forward and beat the level, and I'm like, okay. Great, thanks. A lot of the levels are a little circly, that's true. This looks promising. Authorization granted, activate the emergency power supply. Okay. Then what? This looks important. It is important. Probably. Yeah. Like, I can't jump into it, though. Like, I can't reach it, like, literally. So, maybe it's just, like, the emergency generator and not, like... Oh. Ah, there we are. The source antechamber. Boom. That was tricksy. Thank you for the tips, though. Oof. That was a nice little ricochet hit for sure. Still not dead, huh? I can see what Wiseman says about the beefiness. Like, they do take a little more hits than one would sort of feel comfortable. Like, they're a little damage spongy, that is fair. Like, fair enough though, it's the end of the end parts of the game, so, you know, more difficulty is expected in that sense. Yeah, but still, it's always a bit of a like a balance to find, to have difficulty in terms of health bars and also try to avoid being too well then. The source. Cool. It is a cool part, yes. At first you kill Scar with 2 blasts of flak, now it's at least 4. That's yeah. Like, it's always a tricksy balance to have difficulty in terms of health bar versus it being too much to sort of feel odd in the world context. That it's like feels quote-unquote unrealistic, that it sort of like almost breaks immersion. So it's always hard to find a good balance in that, for sure. Like, again, for some reason I'm thinking of Serious Sam. Mostly in that game it's actually it fixes that problem by just adding more enemies, and they're still the same enemies, so you kill them as easily, but there's like 100 of them, so I'm sure this is fine. Stargate SG-1, here we go. Mm-hmm. Hi. You seem nice. Perfectly cool and sensible and friendly. Spider boss lady. Ow. Ow. That is a difficult one for sure. Okay. Cool. Let's get a quick recap of just, for one, make sure we're collecting all the stuff we can before we go forward. Like an extra ASMD, 8-ball flak gun. More of these. Right. Yeah, the weapon spin in the part before was genuinely cool. It sort of added to the effect for sure. Okay. I'm trying to think of like a remind me again, is the force field a thing you place in the world, or does it... You place it in the world, right, yeah. Just so we're clear, alright? Invisibility is possibly useful in there, assuming it doesn't aggro at me when I'm invisible, and just shoot at it. It could be a good start. I am a little... Yeah, yeah. I just didn't remember what they did. Yeah, they don't. It doesn't seem helpful at all. that would be an armor, though. I think I need it. Or an assault vest, yes. Okay. Time for the classic Doom boss, if you will. Okay. So the ASMD is otherwise good, but it's not super, like, it's good to hit with, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. The one regret I have is I don't have a lot of rifle bullets. That would be really good there. Same thing for the minigun. I might want to go for the Razor Jacket first. Yeah, maybe. Like I'm trying to plan out a course of action here, because the ASMD is like I have full 50 of them. Takes a long time to empty the gun. It's easy to hit. I know the shot, but I'm not good enough to pull it off. I know the shoot the secondary Boom actually taught it to me last stream, that you shoot the ball and then shoot the shock field to make a big boom, but I'm not good enough to pull it off in any sort of with any sort of consistency. So if I would try to pull it off against the Queen, I would simply distract myself from actually doing the things I know how to do, and I would probably end up managing worse. So, good thought, but I'm not good enough to pull it off. Okay, I'm thinking empty the Razor gun first. Then maybe move, depending on the distance, empty the rest of the flak cannon, and then we'll improvise from there. Yeah, let's do it that way. Okie dokie. Yeah, 8-ball I was wondering as well. I'm just like, the 8-ball is surprisingly less DPS than you'd think for a rocket launcher, but that's one of the ones I thought of as well, yeah. It moves a little maybe quicker than a Titan would, but useful thing for this is to use jump boots to get on the platform up. That eliminates the small Scotty from the fight. Oh! That might be a good idea. Let's see about this. Wow! That went very well, I feel. There we are. Yeah, that was actually a really good idea. So far, this seems much more up what I would like to do, yeah. It's a lot more like there's better light to pull this off, and she doesn't melee at me either. That's really good. Thank you. Come on. Come to trio sticks. Come on. Come on. Nice and easy. Oh. Well. That was scary. That was really scary. Jesus. Also, those rocks were also scary. I thought she wouldn't jump at me, and God, that was scary. That was scary. Jesus. Okay, you was here. Yes, you was here. Aha, it is a true story. Okay, well, we have a bunch of spiders to still get rid of here, apparently, so let's go. That's one. That's two. Ah, there you are. It's interesting that the entire world shakes when you kill a spider. Oh, there's the rest of them. Okay. Well. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Again, it's a jump mechanic of press W twice and then you jump forward like 5 million billion feet. Right. Well, I would expect I don't have to kill them. Usually a fighter from the ring platform she was in, I was surprised she was so resistant in jumping in the middle. Maybe you had found a way to cheat this. Maybe. Or maybe I just got stupid lucky. Ooh, Earth. As a... No. No. That's the Napali thing. There's too many moons. It just looks like Earth. As a color scheme. The AI can be wonky. I'm not complaining. I managed to pull through the fight. I'm happy. GG. I super forgot that there was a queen boss fight at the end. I super forgot. I honestly thought that that the end sequence would just be getting to the This looks so cool. I remember this one for sure. This was amazing. The Skari escape pod has broken free from the planet's gravitational pull, barely, yet its fuel has depleted and you drift aimlessly. From where many have died, you have escaped. You laugh to yourself, so much has happened but little has changed. Before the crash landing, you were trapped in a cramped cell. Now, once again, you are confined in a prison. But you feel confident that someone will come upon your small vessel eventually. Honestly, I'm not sure you should feel too confident about that, because you're in space. It's kind of, you know, unless the Skari come back up and say like, hi, that's, you know. Until then, you drift and hope. Right. I remember as a kid that the ending was like, well, to be continued. That the ending was like, you know, this cliffhanger thing without a resolution was like it was at the same time disappointing, but the leaving of the planet sequence looked so cool that it was like, you know. And I suppose over time it became a thing where, you know, the journey was more important than the still worth it, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Journey was more important than the end. Plus it looked cool for sure, the end too. like extremely cool. Return to Nepali. Now, I probably won't because I have no nostalgia factor, like nostalgia tied to Nepali. Because, yeah, I did this for the nostalgia memes, you know. So, since I've never played Return to Nepali, I would just find it more aggravating, probably, since the old level design would aggravate me more, and I have no familiarity at all with the game, so it like would flip the thing into a more like eh. So probably not, but this was a super fun playthrough for sure. Had frustrating times. I have mentioned some F-bombs. Internet fails. Good day, everyone. Hey, but good day, wise man, and thank you for being here. And I hope the internet gets better. But yeah, so to sort of pull it together, combat feel still holds up for sure. The guns are super fun and interesting. GGC, yeah, exactly. And all that good stuff. But yeah, I had some F-bombs and so on with the Water Temple and the Nali Castle and Bluff Eversmoking and a couple of other of the labyrinthian levels, but we pulled through eventually. But yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to you know, drop a like and subscribe and so on, and join me live here on Twitch because it's a fun thing, so yay, awesome. So have a good one and see you again in the next game, whatever it ends up being.